right there. Watching her run is a thing of beauty. But everything's going good here. We just got the stove going and gonna cook up some dinner here shortly. Just catching the last part of the sunset out here. It's hitting that little peak right over there, right behind us. And I got this big meadow here where all these elk hang out at. And there's elk droppings literally everywhere at camp. So I got both the tune set up and then also the tent. Reason being is I didn't bring enough firewood for the tent full time, you know, for the whole week. And so I'm doing some nights in there. And then probably later on tonight, I'll probably be in the tune. And then tomorrow morning, I got to run into town real quick to grab some supplies. And then I'll get back into the tent for the rest of the weekend. And there's some wood around here. I mean, the ponderosa pine's a little bit different. It doesn't burn as good as, like, say, the juniper, and doesn't burn as hot. But the temperatures are supposed to warm up a little bit later in the week. We're looking at temps. The past couple nights have been down in the low teens. And then going forward, though, it's like up in like 20, 25. So, Tyler, what's going on, brother? Hey, I was going to tell you, the Tundra, or the Tacoma, is running amazing, dude. It's running so much better now that we did all that work to it. So I just want to say thanks again for all your help. So, Danya, what's going on? Hope everything's going good and you're having a good week. Urban homesteading with Jenny. Hey, back at you. So we got Larry in the house too, my buddy from Work Less, Enjoy Life More. And Dave's Camping Adventures, what's going on? So Herkin at random, let's see, we got Larry over there. And then he installed a wood stove too. So if you see that, he's got a wood stove on top of his, or a stovepipe coming out. Mike, what's going on, brother? How you doing? So I think we're gonna go ahead and hop in the tent now. It's starting to get kind of cold. Daytime temps have been really nice around here. I'm near Flagstaff, but evening temps are very, very cold. So, all right, come here, Meadow. Let's go this way. So we got Danya, Larry. Yeah, he's over here chilling. We've been hanging out all week, and it's been great. We got out here on Sunday, and we've just been kind of hanging out. Yesterday was like a down day for everybody here, but it was just like me and Larry and all the dogs and all that stuff. We're just chilling. So, Darren, what's going on, man? How you doing? Mix it up, Kenny. Hey, Brian. Hey, back at you, man. All right, come on, Meadow. Let's go this way. Let's get you some treats. I'm having a little bit of a problem with the gimbal that I'm using. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it will just fail and the phone will flip upside down. So when that happens, I just have to restart it. And so if that happens during the live stream, just a heads up. Come here, girl. Come on. Let's go this way. Let's get some treats. See, AJ, happy Merry Christmas back at you, man. See, how is Meadow liking tent camping? She likes it a lot. She seems to really enjoy getting in here. The only thing is that there's all these squirrels around here still because, you know, winter's not totally set in and this place hasn't socked in with snow yet. So there's lots of animals running around and she wants to chase them all. And so I've been very busy trying to corral her. And also, too, she rolled in human poop when the first day we got here. I'm like, ah. So that was kind of frustrating. But luckily, Larry's got an outdoor shower thing with a heater. Meadow, come on. Hey, we're going this way. Come on. Let's get some treats. I have to bribe her to get in the tent. Come on, let's get some treats. Come on, we gotta go. So she's right here. I've been using an e-bike. I've got this bike from Hey Bike, and I totally dropped the ball on doing the Black Friday special. James, what's going on, man? So we're doing one for Christmas, and it's a really good bike, and it's actually a little bit more affordable than the other ones on the market. But I've been using that to roll around with her, and we went on this run just recently, and man, I tell you, I got her up to 26 miles an hour. Go ahead, go on inside. And so it was pretty amazing. The race band, what's going on, man? All right, we're gonna flip this around, go on into the tent here, and let me zip this down. So keeping some heat. Oops. So what I've been doing to the tent is basically like fixing zippers, going through and cleaning. See how there's all this stuff on the inside? This is all that mud from Arizona that really gets caked on there and kind of stays in. Trying to get all that away from or get that all cleaned up. And then also too, the floor in here, the floor had some mold on it and a little bit of mildew. And so I went through and got that cleaned up. I got like half it cleaned up, so I got to do the other half here soon. And then we're going to be putting on a solar and waterproofing application to the exterior of the tent. And that way this winter, you know, we should be in good shape with anything that Mother Nature throws at us. Because what's happening is I intentionally brought this tent out here to set it up so that I could clean it and could repair the zippers, because like the windows weren't shutting or anything like that. And all it is you just need to lubricate them and kind of work through them a little bit. The only thing is we do have a front door that still doesn't work. But if I have the vestibule on, it's really great at blocking the heat. Come on over here. Come on in here. Come on. It's really great at blocking not the heat, the cold from coming in. And then I can kind of get this, you know, tent put together. The front door, I've got like some Velcro on it. I'm gonna actually, what I'll probably end up doing, I'm gonna have to eventually replace the zipper. But come on inside. Come on. But for now, it works. I mean, it works pretty good, and as long as I just keep the stove cranking, you know, we're in good shape. The nice thing is like all the juniper that I got from my property, and that stuff burns. It just burns so hot, and it makes it to where it's really comfortable in here. Like in here the other night, and it was 11 outside, and we were toasty all night long. So, but other than that, everything else is holding up good with the tent. And I repaired. There was like one of the ridgeline tent poles was broken, so I repaired that. And so I think we can get a couple more years use out of this as long as I'm careful with it, because I mean, it's totally doing just fine. We've had some wind, no problem, so we're good to go. And I'm using the 4-Dog stove, so that's the stove that I've used forever. And this is the DX model from the 4-Dog stoves, and he does make the this in titanium, but this is the metal one. And every once in a while he'll do like a small batch run and make, I don't know, a dozen or so of these metal ones. So I'll keep an eye on it this winter, and if he makes another batch or another round of these, I recommend getting them. When I bought it, it was $225. Now they're $300, but these stoves are insane. And you just look at how big the firebox is here. I mean, you can load that thing up with a ton of wood and then set the airflow on the front on real low, and you know, you're pretty much good for a good 5-6 hour burn. And then you wake up and start the stove through the, you know, like middle way through the night, and then you can cruise on into the morning. So, all right, Curtis D, what's going on, man? Everything's going good. Let's see, Andre going back to basics. Yeah, the big tent's back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this little one out and doing a bunch of stuff. She's been doing good. She gets real excited when we get out here, obviously. But then like the puppiness in her can take over, and it can be kind of frustrating a little bit. She ripped the front oh, sorry about that, guys. I think I lost the volume there. What's frustrating is that Meadow busted out of here earlier today when I had to shut up when she was in here, and she was just she was chilling. And then I walked outside to, hey, no, stay in here. I walked outside to get some supplies, and she busted through the little deal here. So it's kind of frustrating with that, because I'm using that to keep like you know, the animals at bay and stuff like that, because you can get little mice that can come through that little area there. And that's the one thing too, is like around the tent area where the hole is in the floor for the stove, I always stack wood around here, because mice try to get in from the inner side, because I keep this thing open and be able to whoops, hang on one second here. This is the gimbal messing up, so it's gonna start back up here. All right, there we go. All right, sorry about that. The gimbal's messing up on this gimbal. I dropped it and it fell apart, so I put it back together and it's kind of working. So we're gonna roll with it. But anyway, so the deal right here is I can't zip it back up, just because over the years ambers would fall out of the stove here and it burned the front of the zipper right there. So it doesn't work, which is fine, because I like to have an atrium going on in the wintertime. I don't know if you all have seen it. That see, use dental floss setup. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that. But I've used that on the underside of the stove to actually have like kind of an atrium in the tent during the dead of winter. If you remember a lot of my videos from Colorado, there was one spot where I'd set up and I'd always get these plants to grow by like week 1, because the heat going down in there, they think it's spring, so the plants will start growing. So I called it my indoor atrium. But I'm excited. What we're going to do is we're going to roll to Kansas and go to see my folks, and also my extended family on my dad's side and also my mom's side, see everybody for the Christmas holiday. And then we're gonna go to Colorado and spend a couple months winter camping at some of our old spots. And I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to get back out. I've really missed being in the tent. You know, like I did need a little bit of a break when I took that break when I was sick, when I had that parasite and I was real skinny. And I kind of just chilled out. And plus too, with Sierra, you know, with her health kind of failing, we didn't do too much in the tent that last year. But I realized that when I'm sitting around my place, especially in the wintertime, it's just it's just one of those things where I've got too many things to do, and I get too distracted, and then I don't get anything done, because I'm just doing a little bit of everything. And out here, it's pretty simple. It's like, just live your life and film it and then edit, and you're good to go. And I have to admit, I'm not the best at editing the footage you know, from like the summer stuff. I don't put as much I don't put as much effort into it as I do at the winter. But the winter time comes around, and I film the entire time, and then I edit at night, and I put out a new video, and I'll put out videos like once every other day, if not every day. If we get a good snowstorm, I'll do one video a day. But I'm excited to get back out because I feel like energized again, you know. And I've been working out. I've got some bands that I bought, some of these resistance bands. Whoops, hang on. Whoops. All right, hang on. All right, sorry about that. This gimbal is on its way out. I'll have to get a new one for the Christmas or the winter season. But yeah, Meadows, it's like this 24/7. I mean, that's another reason why I've not been able to get a lot of stuff done, is because like literally I'm spending all my time trying to, you know, make sure she doesn't get into stuff and try to teach her the right things and make sure she doesn't run away, which she did the other day, which freaked me out. And so yeah, she's doing good though, and I just got to keep on her and just, you know, and remind myself this is the puppy phase. It's gonna get better. Like, it's not always gonna be so crazy. So someone was asking what they did for the parasites. There's a medicine you can take for the Giardia that I had, and the problem was my Giardia was so bad I had to take a couple rounds of it. But after a couple months, they got it out of my system. The problem is that my system had changed. Like, when you get a parasite, what it does is it tries to create the host. Whoops. Come on. I'm just gonna go back. Hang on one sec. All right, we're gonna try this one more time here. If that happens again, I'm just gonna hold the camera because that I know it's not gonna fail like that. This thing is on its way out, so I apologize. But for the parasites, what happened was they tried to change the host environment to like their environment, so your system completely changes. And sometimes it can take years for that to change itself back. And that's what happened in my regards. So that's why I was skinny for so long, and couldn't put on weight. I mean, I didn't feel good. I felt horrible the entire time, like for years. You know, I felt for about 3.5 to 4 years, I felt really bad. And my stomach, my midsection was always swollen, and my stomach was like extended, even though I was really skinny. And it was kind of, there we go. We're just gonna hold it because that's not working. So, but anyway, so it took a long time. And what the frustrating thing was, you couldn't eat any food. Like, like I wasn't able to consume hardly anything because everything I would have a reaction to, and then my abdomen would swell up. And someone was asking about the live streams. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of them in the wintertime. I like doing them out in the tent, especially when I know, Pumpkin, you're good. I like doing them out in the tent, especially during like snowstorms and stuff like that. So yeah, Terry, it was pretty bad. I was sick. I was really sick, and I was really skinny. I'm still skinny, but I'm trying to put on weight. Then I'm able to to eat a lot more stuff. I can drink protein shakes. I'm taking blockchain amino acids. I'm taking creatine, all that stuff. And Meadow needs to learn how to be the world's first camera dog. That'd be funny. What I want to do is get a good harness for her that's real tight, that goes like over her back and around her belly and all that stuff, and then do a GoPro mount on there, because I think that'd be awesome. Because she can run. I mean, she can straight fly when she's running. So it's pretty awesome to see her when she's cranking. So hey, I'm out in Eastern Virginia. Oh, cool, right on. Hounds for outside. Hope you're doing well. Shimona Quinces, how's it going? Sandy, how's it going? Meadow's doing good in the tent. She's doing real good. She's right here. She's just getting into everything on the planet, which is, you know, par for the course. She always wants to chew on any sort of napkin I have or something like that, which is fine. I mean, it keeps her busy out here, and then we're good. She wants to sleep in the sleeping bag with me when I've got the what I do is I set up her bed right there, and then I've got the sleeping bag right there. So she kept on jumping up the other night and jumping up, and it was like we got to like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, I'm just sleeping on the floor with you. So I dragged the stuff onto the floor and just slept on the floor, and then we were good. She's pretty she gets kind of upset if I leave her presence, you know, so a little bit of separation anxiety, but I think a lot of that could also be puppy. And you know, she's got so much energy, dude, it's insane. So it's pretty crazy just how much I can run her. She ran when we went on the e-bike just now. We did 5.5 miles, and she ran anywhere between 16 miles an hour and 24 miles an hour the entire time, and was just cranking. And then when she sees like a squirrel or something like that, she really goes after it and tries to get, you know, to where this. Hey, what are you doing over there, girl? We're standing here. We're staying inside. Stay inside. She always wants to go outside and play. So, Marla, we don't have any snow at the moment. It's just been getting cold at night. We haven't had any storms up here for the past couple of weeks. If we look outside right here, that's what I'm looking at. So we got this huge meadow that's right over here, and everything's good with it. What's up, girl? James, that's cool. You said you got you doubled the solar panels and you're bringing in 3.6 kilowatts. That's nice, dude. That's a lot of power, man. You'll be able to run air conditioning and stuff like that in the summer. You know, no problem. So, what's up, girl? And she's turned around here. And then here's looking towards the other way. So we're up near Flagstaff, kind of actually not totally near Flagstaff, but we're near, I'd say, like Parks area. So yeah, no, Max, she really is growing up. It's crazy how fast she got. I mean, she got big like overnight, and she's 53, 54 pounds, I think now. And my thing is, I feed her like. All right, let's see here. Sorry about that. We went down just for a second. So you got a mini split? Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we'd love to combine and say what's up. So yeah, Vivian, I'm looking forward to snow. It's going to be really awesome this year. And nomadic camping within this weekends, you have the ultimate setup. Oh, I appreciate that. You know what's cool about this tent too is that well, it's not cool. They stopped making it, and they stopped making it, and well, they stopped selling it in the United States in 2019, and then they just stopped selling it up in Canada. And I was gonna get online and order a new one, and then I got online and noticed that they're all out now. So there's no way you could get this tent again unless you find it used. And that's why I was like, well, I got to rehab it now and get it all cleaned up. I'll show you an example of how the cleaner works on the side of the walls here. So I did a spot test right here in this section, and it looked like this. There was mud all over it, really caked on. It was like stained into the tent. And then after the cleaner, just one session of it, this is the area that I did. So gonna go through the whole tent, you know, and get that all squared away, get everything kind of cleaned up around here, and then have it to where, you know, once I do like the solar proofing outside and the waterproofing, then it will have it to where, you know, we could get years more use out of this. So one thing I wanted to show you too on the outside is that we'll see if you have a board or something like 655. She's tall and fast. Oh yeah, I'll bet. See, Marla F, you were saying you feed her. Oops. I got a new puppy. She's 6 months. Oh, cool. Right on. What's up, Greg? How you doing, man? And Fitz, what a great tent. Yeah, I appreciate it. This tent's awesome. And dude, I can tell you, it's really stood up to the winters, especially in Colorado. So we're going to go outside here. All right, going out. And then the vestibule, hang on, sweetie. It's funny. That reminds me of Sierra. Sierra used to run out and hit her face on that too until she realized I got to come out here and unzip it. I'm going to unzip this real fast. Hang on. All right, there you go. Well, yeah, so that's one thing I like about the tent is that it is really spacious, and it gives me a lot of room to operate, because if you look at it here, you got the main portion of the tent, which I can section off at night and just heat that, and then you've got the vestibule here, which has a mud floor in it. You know, it doesn't have a floor in the tent thing, so you can go in there and work and kind of use that as like your staging area for, you know, firewood or you know, anything really. It's something to where I use that for, like, if it's snowing out like crazy and I want to process more firewood, I can do so in there and not have the weather hit me. And then also you can use it as a mud room. If you go out and you get dirty during the daytime, you can take off your clothes that, you know, have a bunch of debris on them before so you don't like track that into your tent. What you got there, Meadow? But if you see the design of it, you know, I think one of the reasons why they may have discontinued it is the sloped walls like this. Sorry about that, everybody. The Starlink is coming and going, and I don't know why, but hopefully the picture is okay. But what I was saying is that let's see, what was I saying? I was talking about, oh, the condensation. It's not bad. All I do is just make sure that I've got a towel in the morning time, so when the stove goes and it starts to like kind of rain down from the ceiling, you know, you're good to go with getting that all cleaned up. Come on, Meadow, over here. She had to use the restroom. The trees around here, you know, what you want to do is you want to set up to where you're not underneath the trees, especially the ponderosas. Reason being is they've got these huge branches, and you load those up with snow in the wintertime because it dumps like crazy in here, and it can really, really be a dangerous situation. Hey, over here. Come on, Meadow, over here. Come on, over this way. That's where the human poop is over there, and she's walking over in that section. It's like, we're not going through that again. What I was going to say is luckily Larry had, come on, over here, Meadow. Larry has a, oh, hey, what's up, dude? We got Larry in the house right here. Hey. Let me flip it around. I was going to say, thankfully, Larry has a hot water heater and an outdoor shower, so we got the human poop smell off of Meadow. Yeah. What do you think of the tent?
I love it. It's cool to see it in person.
Yeah, you know, you get inside of it and you're like, wow, that thing's big. It's a big living space.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, Larry, Larry, hey, Larry. Come on, Meadow, over here. Come on. Is Marty and Mason now?
No, they're inside.
Okay, come on, girl, over here. Let's get you some treats. You want to go inside the tent? Come on, girl. Come on, Meadow, get over here now. Come on. Sometimes I have to be a little firm with her in order for her to comply. Come on, girl, over here. Come on, we're going inside. Good girl, good girl. Come here, good girl. All right. Everybody's saying, we got some more hello Larrys. Come on, go inside. Come on, Meadow. Okay, well, I'm going in first. Come on, sweetie. Come on in. There you go. And Larry's got a wood stove now in his camper, so he's all dialed. Come on, Meadow, in here. Come on, Meadow, inside. Come on, let's go. Okay, come on, girl. Come on. Come on, Meadow, right here. All right, let me turn on some lights. All right. So we got this nice string of lights around here. These are those Lucy lights. I use those for the interior. Works really well. Come on, Meadow, get back. Get back here, sweetie. Come on. All right, cool.
It's nice in here with the fire.
Yeah, man. Once this stove gets going and it's really cranking the heat out, it's awesome. And it's got, we might need to load a little more in there. Let's check it out real quick. Yeah, I need to work that forward just a tad. Larry, do you want to load the stove?
I can load it for you since you're doing it loud there.
No, I was just saying if you feel like doing it, I could do it. So the wood's right here.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, cool. So this is that old growth juniper from my property. This stuff burns like really, really hot, and it stays in here for a while. So you can throw in like 2 little sticks like that, and you're just dialed. Terry, yeah, I've loved this stove too. This is that Bighorn, or I'm sorry, the DX model from 4Dog Stoves. That thing's incredible. I've had it to where the coldest night I ever had was negative. It was negative 26 and the wind chill was negative 35, and the wind was blowing like 15 miles an hour. And Sierra and I basically just hung out. Look at Meadow.
I'll get out of here.
Meadow, okay. Cool, man. Appreciate you swinging by.
Tripod back.
Cool. Thanks, man. All right, I'm gonna make sure she stays in here because she'll want to come outside. So hey, Meadow, stop. All right, we're standing here, girl. Just stay here. It's okay. What are you doing the rest of the night? You just chilling? Or are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll come over and say what's up when this is over. Hey, stop, Meadow.
Okay.
And actually, I need to get out there and shut that tent so she doesn't go out. All right, we gotta shut this tent out here, or the door out here, else she'll come out. Oh, there she goes. Meadow, come on. No, Meadow, come on. Meadow, come on. Over here. Meadow. Come on, let's go inside. Let's get some treats. Come on. Let's go this way. Come on. Okay, in here. Okay, we're going in here. Come on, inside. Thank you. All right, a little frustrating there. Sorry about that. Meadow is awesome, but she has one track mind. It's like only her adventures matter. Come on, go on in. Come on in, Meadow. Come on, inside. All right. It's kind of like herding cats. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that she doesn't do any more damage to the tent though, because like the fabric on the wall, on the windows and stuff like that, it's pretty, it's been used a lot. And so it's, the Meadow, I can see you living, the tent brings back memories. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. All those years winter camping in Colorado, especially with Sierra. We had so much fun and such great memories. And it was before anybody was really out winter camping. We never saw anybody, ever. We saw Elsa and Barron, but that's because we're friends. And so we kind of camp sometimes in the same area. But, it's definitely had so many good memories in this tent. It's just been amazing over the years. And what I'm doing for dinner tonight is I'm doing pork tenderloin with sweet potato, a little bit of chorizo with the sweet potato, and then some cheese on it, and then some asparagus. And I'm gonna be hanging out with this little one here, trying to corral her. I know, sweetie. Let's just stay here. Stay down, okay? Stay down. And now she'll want to lick my face. All right, and that's what we're doing for dinner. But unfortunately, with the gimbal not working, we're not gonna be able to film it. So we'll hang out for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna get our dinner going. Look at this little face. Oh, I know. You're this little stinker, aren't you? She'll just sit here and stare at me like this. When I wake up in the morning time, this is what she does. She'll come over and she'll put like her nose right on my face, and then she'll start licking my forehead if I don't wake up right away. So it's kind of funny. And I think given more time, she's going to be extremely awesome to have around. It's just right now the puppy stage is a bit much, you know, especially just being one person. Like if it'd be one thing if I had a girlfriend, I could be like, hey, can you watch Meadow while I go film or edit or something. But with her not, you know, with me being the only one around, it's made it kind of hard sometimes to get stuff done, just because puppies do require a lot of attention, you know. And what I want to do is I want to give her that attention, but in the right way, so that she doesn't, you know, demand too much time, but understands that, like, you know, I still got to do my own stuff and things like that. But she'll sit here and just lay on me for hours. She'll sleep on me like this and everything. And so she's gorgeous, Meadow. So yeah, she is gorgeous. I mean, that's one thing I will say is like the markings on her, and when she runs, I mean, all of her muscles going and all that stuff. It's amazing to see this breed like in action, because they are. I mean, this is what the police use, like the Belgian Malinois and Shepherds and stuff like that. She's a Belgian Malinois Shepherd mix, I think, is what it is. We haven't done the genetics test, but according to like pictures, when you can put a picture on. Yeah, I am the best dog toy ever, huh? She literally looks at me as like her jungle gym, especially in the tune. When we're in the camper in the truck, it's crazy how much she just climbs all over me. But I've already got a winter camping video done. Basically getting here and getting everything set up and starting to go through and cleaning the tent. And you guys can expect a lot more content out of us this winter, because we're going to be out jamming, and the whole time I'm just going to be filming. And like I was saying, it's like, you know, you come out here from being at the off-grid property where there's a million projects for me to work on, and it's like I get started on something, then I get going, and I'm like, ah, dang, I should have filmed that or whatever. And that's why the videos have been kind of light. And then also too, it's like lately I've really been missing Sierra, because this is coming up on almost a year that she's been gone. That'll be January 6th or January 7th, and I'm just it just sucks without her, you know. I mean, she was the best, and so much fun to hang out with, and just like the best companion on the planet. Now, I do remember when I first got her, she was crazy like Meadow is right now. And so I just got to keep my head up with Meadow, and I think she'll get there. I mean, she seems to really enjoy this lifestyle. Every time I get the truck ready to go and start packing stuff in it, she goes nuts, because she knows that we're going out on adventures. And then it's kind of funny. She'll sit there and if the squirrel goes up a tree, she'll just sit at the bottom of the tree. She'll sit there for an hour and just stare at the squirrels and just be like, you know. So yeah, Terry, it's almost been a year that Sierra's been gone. So it's just, I cry about her every single day. And I try not to put too much on camera, because I don't want it to be like, you know, just always, you know, stuff like that. But I just miss her like crazy. Yeah, I think about her all the time. So Star is now 2 and has settled down a lot. Yeah, I'm hoping that when Meadow turns 2, that she'll settle down. We got about another year before she turns 2. She's about 1 right now. So now she's gonna crash out. This is what happens. She'll play super hard, go super hard, and then all of a sudden she's out for the rest of the night. So yeah, Vivian. Yeah, I had some emotional moments when I set up the tent. It's just tough because Sierra loved getting in this tent. Like every time I would set it up, she would go crazy. While I was setting it up, she would circle the tent. She'd just run around the tent nonstop. And then once I got the front door open and up, she'd just jump right in, because she loved being out here. And I really have to attribute a lot of the success to the channel to Sierra, because she was the one that was so excited every day to get out and do stuff. And I was like, all right, we're going to go hike and fish and winter camp and do all this fun stuff and live in the back of our truck before 4x4 nomading got popular. And, you know, she was like, there would be mornings I'd get up and be like, I don't feel like hiking today, but I'd see like she'd be all excited at camp. I'm like, all right, we're going. And I want to get back into that. That's why, like, I'm working out 4 days a week. I've got a strict diet that I'm adhering to. I'm taking blockchain amino acids. I'm taking creatine, doing protein shakes. I even do a little pre-workout before I get my workout in. And so I'm definitely excited for the future, and I feel like I'm getting my health back, you know, and I'm excited for round 2. So yeah, she was awesome, and she was just so much fun to be around. And that's the thing. That's one of the challenges I have with Meadow, is she's not that good around people. And that's kind of a Belgian Malinois trait. They get to be a little bit standoffish and stuff like that. So it's an adjustment, because Sierra was like literally the best people person dog on the planet. And Tyler has a bike. Yeah, she's with her each and every day in the spirit. I can feel it, the presence. And then I see different things that Meadow will do, which literally is exactly what Sierra used to do, and it just kind of it puts a smile on my face when that happens. But it was tough. I mean, we lived such a unique life for so long, and yeah, she had such soulful eyes, and that was the thing about her is like she almost had like people traits, like her eyes were like these big Bambi eyes. And she was just so much fun to be around. I mean, she loved everybody. She'd do this little thing with her hand when she'd come up to people, or with her paw. She'd like skip on one hand and then come up like she's like high-fiving people and stuff like that. And she was so much fun. So let's see, Hank, you're asking, are you still going to build the fire tire house? Yep, I'm going to do that. Hopefully get started in the spring once everything kind of thaws out. We don't get very much moisture. We're supposed to have a snowy winter. And so we'll see how that goes. I know at my place, sometimes it's hit or miss, but 2 years ago we had a real snowy winter. And then last year wasn't as snowy, but we still had some pretty good amount of snow. I'd say one snowstorm a week. And then, but with me being gone, I'll probably be in Colorado doing the winter camping, at least for January and February. Now, March here in northern Arizona gets clobbered with snow, and Flagstaff and parks and all those places get hit really good in the month of March. So I'll probably come back to the property by March 1st, and then just do some more winter camping here, and then once the season's over, just kind of call it a deal. So with those huge windows, that's not. Oh, James, yeah, I'd still like to do the tower house. So we'll see how that comes along next year. And then let's see here, Steve, you're asking what happened to the new tent. I've still got it. It's in storage. And the thing about that tent is it's a good tent, but the problem with is like, so if you I'm gonna flip the camera around here. If you look over here, if you look around, you see how much room I have in here, and the stove is over on the side, whereas in the other tent, the stove would come right down from the middle here. And in my opinion, it's much easier to film with the stove over in the corner because I can get these shots from way over here, looking back this way. I can set up the camera over here. I can do close shots right here next to the stove with the tripod there. I can do things out in the vestibule shooting in if I've got both those doors open. But with that other canvas tent, the Ellis canvas tent, I mean, it's really a great tent for if you're going to be on the go winter camping, because you can set it up and break it down in no time. Quite a bit different than the Bighorn 3. The Bighorn 3 is more set it up, hang out for a week, and then move somewhere else. And it weighs, but the Bighorn 3 weighs 3 times as much as that Shackleton canvas tent. The problem that I had is that with the stove being in the middle, and then with the walls being really kind of like really sloped to where you don't have a whole lot of headroom to walk around, I only had like 4 different angles to film from, and it really felt like constricting in there for filming. I mean, otherwise it was fine, but that's the reason why I'm not using that tent anymore, because I just feel like I can't capture the same experience that I can when I'm in the Bighorn 3. So yeah, let's see, Steve. You have the troll. Oh, cool. Yeah. So what's that? Do they call it the Locknock or something, or Lacknock? I can't remember the name of that one. But I mean, I know which one you're talking about. And I'm surprised that Cabela stopped making this tent, because I think it's a pretty stellar tent. And they must have had some. You know what it was? Is I noticed that when Bass Pro took over Cabela's, they stopped doing a lot of the tents and stuff like that. So let's see, Dave or Coops Off Road Performance. You need to have Timmy come down from Alaska to help you build a cabin. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I did that. Yeah, he and his dad both have built insane cabins. So I don't know if you've seen when Timmy goes to Georgia, and is at his dad's place. But you think it would have sold well enough to continue making it? Yeah, James. Well, but what it was is I noticed that after Bass Pro bought Cabela's, they just downsized a lot of their stuff, and they took out a lot of the fishing gear too, and they took out more of the. Let's see, what else was it? They took out like some of the guns and just the different things. So let's see, roof protectors and vestibule. Oh, so Steven, you can still get those on the Canadian website for Cabela's. I saw that they were still in stock, but they'll probably be out soon. They'll probably, and once they're out of it, they're done, because I know they stopped selling it up in Canada. As far as the Bighorn 3, they just sold out of it, and they're not going to make any more. So you could possibly get another floor protector. Or, you know, what I've been doing is I've just been taking two ground tarps with me and doubling up the ground protection. And then the single, you know, little tent floor that's in here, it holds up good if the ground is protected with the tarp. So we're all good to go. So what's up, Zach? How you doing, man? So we got little Meadow over here. She's chilling. Just crashed out for the night, I think. We're gonna crash out here soon too. Well, not crash out. We're gonna cook our dinner and then roll. So, all right, everybody. It's getting dark out, and what I want to do is I like to go ahead and get my dinner going. But like I said, the little gimbal that I have isn't working right, so we're gonna have to go ahead and shut her down. But shout out, Mr. Master. All right, and then let's see. Blue Eddie is gonna be at CES this January. Oh, that's cool. Sounds like you'll be in Colorado. Yeah, I'll be in Colorado. So. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. We will do another live stream. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do like a morning live stream. If I can get the gimbal working, then we can do some breakfast over the stove in the next couple days. All right, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have a new video out for you tomorrow, and we'll see you in the next live.